Hi, my name is Fernando Fernandez. I am a student of agricultural science and production. I am from Guatemala. Actually, I'm 20 years old. Today, I will talk about a little bit of the conference of last Friday from Carlos Gaujo. See, he is an expert of soil conservance and production. Well, I will give my opinion about this topic. He started the conference talking a little bit about factors that affect the soil. As we know, soil is an important aspect in agriculture. This is the biggest limitant to produce efficient and to have big productions. Well, he started talking a little bit about what is the soil. He gave the clear definition about what is the soil. After that, he talked a little bit about the organisms that form the soil. He talked a little bit of this topic. He focused on the microorganisms that are one of the most affecting the soil and production in agriculture. Also, he talked about a little bit the environment. As we know, environment have a big influence in the soil formation and degradation. As we can see, organism and the environment work together for be for formatting the soil. He make a question that was, what is a good soil? Well, this answer will could be the biggest soil is that adapt, adapted to our conditions and what we're gonna produce. Also, he talked a little bit about the importance of the water in agriculture and the soil. He talked a little bit about the water movement. This he mentioned this because it's a very important aspect. This is influenced by the texture and compactation in the soil. The texture is the proportion of clay, slate, and sand in the soil. The different proportion that we have in the soil. These three aspects confirm the texture of the soil. Well, this aspect influences a little bit in the rate of compactation in the soil. We know that most the soils with a bigger state with compactation are those that have more quantity of clay in the texture. Well, this is important because we know that texture affects it in a big proportion in the water movement. How this affect how the compactation affect the water movement? Well, as we know, water fall from the sky and this go in the soil, and this is the soil is have a grade of compactation. The water can go down, and this will affect the plants growing. As we know, water needs to go down to help the plant to do different process. We know that the water is one of the biggest elements from different process of the plants. As we can see, the water has a big impact in the water and production in agriculture. The conference based a, a lot in these topics. We have to know the importance that water and the soil have in the agriculture, and we only this is an importance for the agriculture. As we know, the soil we use the soil not for produce food, even other products from gas, kerosene, and other ones. As we know, we have big problems. We we don't use efficiently this aspect. We can see that there are different factors that affect the soil. I mentioned about the organisms, environment, also the use that we give to the soil. We can the doctor mentioned that we have to change the crops that we are planting different times in the year. We can use corn twice. We have to feed in, for example, corn, later beans, cucumber, for example. We can we have to change the crops that we are producing. This because the growing of organisms that can damage our crops will grow up a lot, and we can have a lot of problems. Well, in summary, Carlos Gaucho, he made us awareness that we can and we should protect our soil and our water, because this is two of biggest limitant for the agriculture and production. And I think that, like a student of agricultural science and production, I have to be awareness in this aspect. This will be the two most limitant in the future, and we have to know how to give uh, how to follow a good process to accomplish our goals and have good crops and good feed in all the people, not only our family, not all the people in the world. So for me, this was the most important aspect of the conference of Carlos Gaucho. We have to focus in the water and soil importance, because these two aspects are the biggest limitant for the agriculture.